Alright, so we're going to make the rear pivot block. First thing we're going to do is open up a new part, create a new sketch, and we're going to start with a 2-point rectangle. Now this rectangle is going to be 1.75 by 1.5. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put 2 holes into the side. So actually we're going to extrude it first, so let's go ahead and extrude this, and we're going to extrude it to 0.75. Then we're going to look at the front and put a new sketch on. We're going to use our point tool again to make 2 holes. So I'm going to put 2 of our center point marks on, and we're going to measure those 0.38 from the top and 0.38 from the side. Going to do the same thing on the bottom one. So 0.38 by 0.38. Now I'm going to use my hole tool, so H on my keyboard, and the hole is going to go straight through, and the diameter of the hole is going to be 0.25. So it's already kind of set. That's my default. So just make sure that yours is at 0.25. Hit OK. Now we're going to put a hole in the back as well. So I'm going to turn my block to the right, put a new sketch on, and put a center point right in the middle. Now I'm going to cheat a little bit, so you can see how when I move my mouse towards the center, that black dotted line pops up, and as I move it up, the black line pops up. That means I'm dead center. So I can go ahead and click and put my point right there, and I know I'm already centered. Alright, now I'm going to use my hole tool again, and I guess just to double check, if you want to make sure that it's centered, it's going to be 0.375 over and 0.75 up and down. So I'm going to use my hole tool again, H, and we're going to change a couple of things. We're not going to go through all, so our termination is going to be at a distance. So I'm going to change that to distance, and this column shows me the depth, and it's going to be 0.63 deep, and the size of the hole itself is going to be 0.5. And that's it. We're going to leave our hole kind of pointed like that, and then hit OK. Alright, and the last thing we need to do is we're going to cut a little section out. This is where your claw is going to go. So I'm going to go back to my front view, and then I'm going to click on my bottom, and then put a new sketch on the side. I'm going to use my rectangle tool, start on the far left side, click one time, and then move my mouse down, click a second time. The dimensions for this, the length is going to be 0.75. The depth is going to be 0.38. And then from the bottom to the bottom is going to be 0.19. Now this is a little bit thicker on the bottom half than it is on the top, but that's alright. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to extrude it. And we're going to select that part that we just made. And we're going to change it to cut. And we're going to cut through the whole thing, so we want to make sure that it's 1.5. Alright, last thing that we're going to do is we're going to use fillets. Round some of these edges off, so I'm going to use my fillet tool, and I'm going to select all 4 corners, and the radius of that is going to be 0.38. And that's it. You're done with your rear pivot block. So you're going to go ahead and save that as rear pivot block.